Okay, let's go to the next mode of deployment. The next mode of deployment is automated process of deploying infrastructure as a code. In this process, we're talking about Bicep code. First thing first, I want you to know is that I have created a pipeline that you guys can use. I'm going to drop my repo link again on the group chat so you guys can go and look at it and you can clone it and anything you want to do with it. But please don't edit, don't push any code and don't edit it. Please. Okay. So I created a workflow file for it. This is it. You guys can just open it. This is the workflow file, my deployment file. So because of time, I created this deployment file for it. Firstly, I want you guys to know that we have had a previous class prior to now where I talked about GitHub actions. You can go to my past videos and go and watch those videos because I won't spend much time now talking about GitHub actions again. Please. I believe that when you go and watch our videos, you'll be able to understand it very well. Also, good in my deployment file, one thing I did is that I created what is called an environment variable. So in my environment variable, I said that, okay, where's my main file, my Bicep main file? I put in the folder here, meaning that the Bicep main file is inside Bicep folder, inside training folder, and that is my main.bicep file. This is the file path, the relative path for the file. Good. That's the next thing I talked about is my jobs. You can go and watch our previous videos. I talked about all those things. Jobs, permission, steps. Another thing again I want us to be conversant on here is that these details in here, please kindly note. When you create your Azure subscription, kindly create a service principal. I am going to drop a Microsoft documentation on how to do that. Okay, let me just show you, walk you guys through on how you can do that. When I mean service principal means app registration. App registration, I think I showed you guys when I started teaching on Azure Cloud, and I told you about service accounts and so on and so forth. I think you guys can remember. Please go back to those previous videos. Now, I'll just give you a walkthrough on how to create service principal again, and I won't spend much time on it. Please, you can go back to the previous video for more details. Okay. Once you create your subscription, the next thing you do, you go to your subscription. So when you go to your create your Microsoft free subscription, which I implore you guys to do, just go to your Entra ID. This side, go down here to Microsoft Entra ID. Sorry, it's taking a while to load. So under it, you have app registration. Can you see it? Can you guys see how I got here? App registration. So when you get to this app registration, you click on new app registration. Can you see it? Put in the details, the name of that service principal that you want to create, and the next thing you want to do is just click on register. Mainly, nothing big. And you can make this web, but I don't think, as you don't have any redirect URL that you are using, but just your name, the tenant is correct, and register. That's how you create your app registration. So the next thing after creating app registration, I have a sample app registration here that has my name in it. Can you see it? The next thing you are going to do is that you are going to note one thing first. Click on the app registration you created. Number one, client ID. Copy this client ID. This client ID is what you will use for your username. Do you understand? I'll show you how to where you put it in your GitHub action. You understand? But just understand it. You can write it somewhere on your document. Your username will be that client ID. And for you to get password is what is called secret. So you go to your certificates and secrets. Create new client secret. Can you see it? I would prefer you guys use a 3 months instead of 6 months, please, for security reasons. Create it and on 3 months, put the name of the secret, anything you want to put there, and add. Immediately you add the client secret. It's going to show you the value. Please, do you understand? Copy the value out immediately, because immediately you leave this place, you are not going to have that access again to see the value. So copy the value out and keep it somewhere near you. After that, you get what is called your subscription ID. Your tenant ID. This is your tenant ID here. You can copy it. That tenant ID is what you use for your secret or tenant ID. I'll show you guys how to use it. And also for subscription ID, you can just come to your normal Azure portal, search for subscription. I think you guys have done it before. So you go to your subscriptions and copy the subscription ID that you have in there for that your subscription. So this is my subscription ID. I'll just copy it out and I'll use it for my subscription ID. I think that's about that. Good. The next thing again you should do after creating your app service and app secrets, the next thing you have to do is to grant what we call permissions. You understand? Permissions. Ensure that your app registration has the necessary permission. If possible, a contributor permission on that particular subscription or tenant. Do you understand? Okay, how do you do it? You go to your subscription. This is my subscription, for instance. I have showed you guys this in our previous videos. I hope this is getting more clear for you guys now. You go to your access control. I am on that subscription. Sorry, it's loading. And you go to role assignment. So it's still loading. This is a role assignment. Okay, sorry. This is my this is my this thing. My previous assignments I've done. So now just go to roles. So you go to roles, you go to privilege, you go to contributor, select this contributor access. You understand? This is what this contributor access is, what you will give to that service principal. How do you do it? Please note, contributor access. I really mean it. Contributor access, please, is what you will give to that service principal. How do you do it? You go to your add role assignment. So it's loading. Add role assignment. Look for the contributor access, privilege administrator access, contributor access. Select next. Manage service principal. Visit. Select members. It's going to load. So I'm going to search for that. My service principal, WG John. Okay, this is it. So I'll just select the service principal, click on select. It's already here. Can you see it? I'll just follow, review, and assign. Do you understand? That's the last process. Just click on review and assign, and that's all. So you have already granted that service principal a contributor access to your subscription, meaning that that service principal now has the access to create resources update resources or delete resources on your subscription. So please be careful of how you use it and don't give it to someone else to use. Please, I'm begging, for security reasons. Okay, so I think I've talked about the app registration part of it, and that is fine. The next thing we'll talk about now is GitHub action itself. So you go to your GitHub actions or you go to your GitHub repo. Please ensure on your repo, ensure that you have this folder called github.workflow. You understand? github/workflow, I mean. So inside your workflow folder, you are going to have this, your Bicep file, or sorry, your YAML file, your deployment file. Can you see the deployment file in here? Can you guys see it very well? So that's one. Once you know that you have confirmed that this file is here appropriately, I've told you guys I will drop the link to my repo on the group for you guys, and you can go to my repo and copy the files out for your usage also. And next thing again you go to your settings. Under your settings, you go to your secrets and variables. Please click on secrets and variables. You see actions. Click on actions. Under your actions, under that secret, under this secret, you create new repository secrets. Please note, you are going to create these things. Look at, I'm calling your username as a secret. Copy. You go to this place, new repository secret. Put username. Put in that username I told you guys to copy. You put it in here and you add secret. You do the same thing. You do the same thing for your password. You copy and you copy the password and put it here also. You do the same thing for your tenant ID. You copy it and you put it there. And lastly, you do the same thing for your subscription ID. Please, do you get it to this extent? Hello? You guys get it to this particular extent where I explained it to?
Yes, from my end.
Hello? You get it? Okay, good. So once that is done, the next thing you are going to do is, so the next thing you will do once that is done, you just go to your GitHub actions. You go to your GitHub actions and you can create your deployment and it's going to work. Do you understand? So you just create your deployment, ensure your deployment work. So for mine, why mine failed here? So I know some of you want to ask. Actually, I didn't configure the username and password for myself because I haven't yet created the app registration. You understand? You can see that my app registration here that I showed you guys as a demo has actually expired. You understand? So I need to create it again, but not while on video call. So anybody have any question as regards to it? Anybody having any question as regards to what I just explained for you guys? Anybody? I don't want to believe everybody understands this thing. No, please, I'm begging, please. You can trigger it as much as you can. You understand? Just come here, click on run workflow, and run the workflow. That is, like, for instance, I'm running the workflow now. I know that it's definitely going to fail because I don't have my username and password set in it for now. So you guys to please review it. These are the pipeline it's going to be. going to be something like this. After that, it's going to deploy it to Azure Cloud. Anybody with any question? Anybody any question? Are you guys making me believe that all of you understand everything I just said? Hello, Benga, Sumbo, Elvis, Sean, you guys to talk to me. Hello.
Yeah. So, hello, good evening, sir. So
Yeah,
I've been in transit. I just go home, so I'll still have to watch the video and go through everything. I'm saying CICD. Sincerely, I don't know how we landed here, but I'll watch the video and I'll give you feedback. I'll get back to you, sir, if I have any questions.
So, okay. If that be the case, Sumba, any feedback from you also?
Sir, if I have any question while doing my task, I'll reserve it for the next class.
Okay, good. Same here. That's from Elvis. So I believe that you guys are going to do a great job for me. Firstly, you do your manual deployment. I want to see a sample of your manual deployment. I want to see a sample of your automated deployment. I want to see any one of it that you get right. So I'm not expecting that by next week, all of you are pro in deployment. No. I just want to ensure that by next week, when I am coming to see you guys, and you guys are going to present your deployment process, I believe that you guys will have done a very great job by next week. Okay. Any last comment from anybody? Any last comment from anybody before we call it a day? Okay. So I think you guys can have your 30 minutes time back again. So next week we are going to meet, and I believe that next week when we meet, you guys would have been done with it, with your assignment, and the presentation for it will be ready for next week. So you guys can have a group discussion on it also. And also, please, I was thinking of something. I don't know, maybe it's going to work. I think you guys should pair with each other. You can pair with each other 2-2-2-2, meaning that one person creates the subscription now. Two people use that subscription for like 2 weeks or 4 weeks. So after that, the second person creates on that subscription, and that other two people are going to share it. You guys can think about it within yourself. You understand? So you guys don't just create multiple subscription like that. So maybe one person creates subscription and like 2 or 3 people use it together, and it just helps you guys to be able to save costs and also manage creating of unnecessary subscription every now and then. Do you understand? So once that one person, that subscription is off, the next person creates on that subscription, on that 2 or 3 people use it again, and once it's off within 1 month, the next person again creates, and before you know it, 3 people can create 3 subscriptions that you guys can use all together for all this training process. Do you guys get it? Or what you guys thought process on it? Okay, you guys can look into it, and we can pick it up from there. Okay, thank you very much, everybody, for the class today, and see you guys next week. Bye.